Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, that's good. Well, good evening, friends and residents of Bukit Batok. I feel honored and privileged tonight to be here before all of you who are so kind to grace this event with your presence. I'm grateful to be part of a great team, a great organization, the Singapore Democratic Party. Look around you. Those people in red, not a single individual in the party receive a cent for the work we put in. Yet, everyone is highly motivated and serve the nation, the society, the community. Everyone puts in their best for the organization. Chief among those who toil and still toiling day in and day out is none other than your candidate, Dr. Chi Shun Juan. Just because he did not get a salary, does it mean that he didn't work? Of course not. If anyone has doubt about that, let me now offer you an open invitation to come volunteer with us for a month, a year if you wish, and see what it's like to be working with the SDP. But here's the problem. With people like Ms. Graceful and her PAP colleagues, they don't know what it is like to work without pay. They have no idea what it is like to work hard and to work full-time without pay.
One day, 5,000!
I have the privilege of working with Dr. Chi. He is one of the most hardworking and the most tenacious man I've ever met. He has a great mind. Hey, they don't give him a PhD for nothing, you know. And if you are still not convinced, go read a few of his books. Oh, it's over there. But what I admire most about this man is his heart, more than his head. His compassion for the underprivileged, his sense of service, not to the powerful, but to the powerless. His undistinguishable passion for justice, to fight injustice. Yesterday, the Prime Minister, Lee Hsien Loong, remarked, Chi Shun Juan, actually, I know him for a long time, he said. No, Mr. Lee, you don't. Other than the fact that you had sued him, yours is but a public knowledge of the man. You have never even had the occasion to sit down and have a cup of coffee with him. Mr. Lee continued to ask, and I quote, but what do you bring which you would be able to contribute and show that you can do for the voters? And it's partly your record, it's partly your ability, and it's also your character. Record and ability, eh? Mr. Lee may have a lot of people working for him, but they are mostly paid, or at least receive some kind of privileges or benefits.
Chicken rice.
Look around you again. Yeah, chicken rice. Look around you again. Those of us in red here, my colleagues, our hardworking volunteers, none of us receive any tangible benefit. Yet many of us felt it a privilege to work for the organization that Dr. Chi helms. That, Mr. Lee, is Dr. Chi's credential. By the way, how many of you are here tonight because of Dr. Chi? Can I see your hand? Whoa! How many is that? 5,000? 10,000? I don't know. Sorry, I'm not very good at this sort of thing. But thank you, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Well, you see, Dr. Chi's ability is such that he can draw you here. Not like some other parties. They need chicken rice to entice people to come to their rally. Then he talks about character. Character, eh? You know, you can't judge a person's character accurately simply by having some public knowledge of the person. I can say I know Dr. Chi, whom is more fondly known to me as Sun Juan. Not you, Mr. Lee. Similarly, although I know a ton about you, Mr. Lee, I wouldn't say I really know you. I wouldn't say I know your character. So what do I know? Well,
Sister.
yeah, maybe your family members knows you better. Let them do the comment. So, I won't go there. While talking about his family, I remember his father, the late Prime Minister Lee Kuan Yew, said this about Dr. Chi. He complimented Dr. Chi for his eloquence and advised him that with it, he could get support from the people to be elected to parliament. And now his son, the current prime minister, is questioning Dr. Chi's ability. I'll let you be the judge. It is sad, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen, that the very person holding the highest office of our land have to stoop so low to assassinate the character of an election candidate. And what more? He dragged along his ministers and the very Speaker of Parliament to join in the mudslinging as well. But I ask you, please don't be distracted. I ask you to judge the man for himself. I ask you to judge Dr. Chi, the man himself. If you think he's capable to be your MP, vote for him. If you think he can be your voice in Parliament, vote for him. And by the way, talking about voice, I had the privilege of going around with the SDP team around Bukit Batok and met many people just over the last couple of weeks. And there was more than one person who asked me, well, what can one voice do? What can one voice do? Let me tell you. One voice can shake the world. One voice can make a difference. One voice can change Singapore. I want you to remember when you go to the ballot box to vote for that one voice. Give yourself that voice. Vote SDP. Vote Dr. Chi. Thank you very much.